Hi, this is a Truth Loader here. I'm going to be doing a review on Marvel Legends Baron Zemo, figure I just picked up a couple days ago. And for the most part, I like it. You're going to see a couple pictures, images of it in a couple seconds, but for the most part, I'm happy with it. I'm not over the moon. It's not like an amazing stellar figure, you know, a top 10 candidate of the year. No, it's not that. It's not a terrible figure either. But it's nothing crazy. I'm satisfied with what I got. There's some problems with it, but there's more advantages with this figure than there is problems. Overall, I love the look of it. The look looks exactly like how I would imagine Baron Zemo would be in action figure form for the most part. I'm not the biggest Captain America fan, so you can only imagine the love I have for his Rogues Gallery is even less. So it's just good to have a couple more Captain America villains in the collection to have with him facing off against him. Opens up the collection a bit. I like the articulation, mainly in the head. Every time when they add that new ball joint, I forgot the name of that articulation point they add in the head, but every time they use it, I love the bit more neck movement I get. Makes some poses look a bit more realistic. I love that they give you a hand sword, you know, a hand that goes up and down, so it makes use of using the sword look really well, especially in certain poses and pictures. Marvel, generally Hasbro, likes to forget to, when a character uses a sword, to give us a sword hand, especially now that they're, you know, kind of not giving a lot of hands nowadays. It's even worse when they forget, but they've been more consistent with it. Still don't give a lot of hands out, but it's been getting better. But the paint looks good. It would have been nice to, I say, maybe have a bit more detail, a bit more of a wash. Maybe some Toy Biz colors could have been nice on this very plain purple guy. But the detail, the head sculpt looks great, even though it's just a mask. I really love the head sculpt. The head sculpt looks real good. The sword, I like the sword. I wish we got a new sword, but I like the sword nonetheless. I keep it in his hand almost all times. There's no point to really ever take it out, especially since he can't really store it. Articulation does about everything I would want from this character. Nothing, again, I'm not the biggest Baron Zemo fan, so I'm not really asking for a whole lot. It has all the spots you should expect. Could it be better? Yeah, it could be, and I'll get into that a little bit more, but for the most part, I'm happy with it. If I had to judge the figure itself, the paint is good, the body mode is solid, they add just enough details to make it his own. Could have a bit more pieces, but I'm just gonna focus on the figure. I would say it's an 8 out of 10 figure, maybe a 7.5 out of 10. Overall, as a purchase, I don't know. I'll get on to you a little bit later in the next segment. So I'm gonna be showing you the dislikes I have for this figure, and there's not too many. Overall, it's still a good figure, but one, it's weird that on the figure he has pinless joints on the arms, but he doesn't have them on the legs. A nitpick for me, but kind of weird that they forgot that. They got the arms but not the legs. Two, it's not that old. This figure came out what, last year, like mid 2022. I think it would have been possible if they added a ball joint in the neck. That would have put this figure over the edge if they had done that. Wasn't too far off. I think it was. It has a ball. It has I forgot the joint, but it has the newer head articulation, so you can turn his head to side like this. It looks down that far. It looks up that far. And how they did the little white pieces right here, I'm surprised they pegged it into the body instead of, I don't know, doing something a little different. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I was just surprised by the mechanics of it. I thought they would have done it, you know, I guess have it attached to the top of the shoulder, something like that. I'm surprised they didn't. And two is the sword they have for this guy. It's an old sword, and it's already annoying enough that this guy is like 28. I bought him for $28 at my comic book store, and he only comes with, well, a pair of hands, and a reused old sword that was, I think that came out like 6 years ago. I wish they at least given us a new sword and a bit more stuff for something that's kind of overpriced. That's the only thing that keeps this figure from going over the edge from being a 10 out of 10 figure. Overall, for what I bought it for, it's a 7 out of 10. Maybe a 6.5. Still kind of annoyed by the lack of stuff it comes with, but besides that, all the positive of this figure is still very much there. And for a size, just to see the scale, Captain America, a more taller figure. I would say he's not the average height. He's a bit taller than normal. Gotta do this quick because my camera's about to die. I thought it had energy, but it did not. And here's a more normal scale figure. Got a G.I. Joe classified red ninja right there. Y'all see him on Instagram, or see him a little more on Instagram. Yeah, there you go.